Family of Rhythm, hope you're doing all right today. It's EP review time, ×2. So I'm going to review the two Baron Carta EPs that came out this year. I missed them, but I've done a couple of reactions to their songs, and I thought I've got to listen to this intently and review both of these EPs, and they are fucking amazing. Anyone who doesn't know Baron Carta, they brought two EPs out, like I said, this year. In the band is my favourite name in metal, John O'Bacon, on the guitar and bass. Ralph Sheepers of Primal Fear, obviously, on the vocals, and Morten Gage Sorensen on the drums. These guys are fucking brilliant musicians. They have produced two amazing EPs that stand side by side together brilliantly. They're both excellent, but I'm going to run you through the tracks on each one. And what we get, I don't know what you get on this album, on these EPs, sorry, is full-on metal. It's very thrashy at times. It's pretty fucking epic at times as well. Both of these EPs, guys. I mean, if you're Primal Fear fans for a start, because if you are, you're going to love this because of the heaviness. But they give you so much more sometimes than Primal Fear even do. And Primal Fear give you loads. They're a great band as well. But these two EPs have just blown my mind. I'm going to run you through each track. So the first EP is Step Into the Plague. This was the first one released, but both this year. So the first track on Step Into the Plague is Out of Time. So it's a medium pace track. It's a great start to this EP, a perfectly crafted medium pace track. There's plenty of light and shade to it, so heavy and light. Love the way the clean guitar comes in and out of the heaviness of that chuggy electric guitar. Very cool as well how they don't follow the rules of verse, chorus, verse, chorus. Makes for a great listen. You don't know what's coming. They don't always follow the rules, this band, for sure. That almost Pantera riffing after the solo is so fucking heavy. And they've got some really sort of weird guitar trickery parts, almost air raid siren noises. Very cool indeed. What a great track Out of Time is. Next up, we go to Devil to Send. Now this is a fast track, great fresh song here. This is so fucking heavy. That guitar tone is just mad. The guitar tone is as close to the Far Beyond Driven Pantera tone as I've heard, and I love that guitar tone. Brutal riffs sort of in this song. In that bridge, there's a bridge that comes in, and the riffs are brutal, like I said, to the chorus before we get a great melodic heavy chorus. I love the end. The guitars sound like a fucking chainsaw. Truth to Power is the third track. Almost have a sort of metal rock and roll vibe to this. I mean, it's not rock and roll, but it's metal rock and roll. Great variety here, like through all the tracks. Chuggy verses. It's a real catchy song that has so much groove running through it, and it's backed up by some ultra heavy guitaring. And we finish off this first EP with Act 1 Duty. Now this is 7 minutes and 32 seconds long. A film score type beginning here for an epic track to end the EP. From that we go into a clean guitar, touches of piano and slow verses. This is already epic 2 minutes in. I love Sheepers' vocals here. Then the track gets heavy at the 3 minute mark with some really heavy riffs as the song sort of reaches a medium pace. A beautiful instrumental passage with loads of melody and restraint before the track returns to the clean guitar verses again. I can't get over that guitar sound. It's like a fucking chainsaw, man. It's so heavy. And for the last minute, we get a nice mellow ending, just like the film score start. That's how it ends, as we heard in the beginning. And it's just a brilliant quality track. Absolutely epic to finish the first EP. And then we move on to the second EP, In a Concrete Room. Now, this more than matches the first one. Along the same lines as the first one, we've got the real mixture of brilliant tracks, a lot of diversity here. We kick off with Altrincham. This is brilliant, medium to fast paced. It's a fucking banger. Those chainsaw chugging guitars over this medium fast paced track are brilliant. There's always a load of melody in each track, by the way, no matter how heavy it gets. Such a great opener. This one has a classic scream from Sheepers, just to top off an excellent opener. Rat Lines is next. This is a fast track. We get another dose of pure thrash here. That riff you may have heard loads of times, that thrashy riff, but fuck, you never get tired of it, especially when it's done right like it is here. It's not all full speed thrash though. We get a really cool acoustic section that ends in some ultra heavy riffing before going back into the thrashy ending. Living on Running Low is next. I reacted to this one. This was the first song I heard of the band. Love it. Heavy, chugging, medium paced track. Sheepers sounds great here. He's sort of doing a deeper sort of vocal in this one, executing that lower range perfectly. It's a brilliant track, a real headbanger for sure. Light Bearer is next. A medium paced track, a real heavy groove to this one. And man, those riffs, they just hit you in the chest. It's a mental guitar sound. Those down-tuned guitars are just, like I said in the last EP, they've got the same tone on here. Far beyond Driven Pantera-esque sound. Love this track. Sheeper sounds menacing in this one. Again, there's a really cool quiet section in this one as well, breaking up the heaviness nicely. This time, an excellent solo over that. Act 2, Resilience, is next. I've also reviewed this one or reacted to this one. 8 minutes and 26 seconds of epic metal. For the most parts, it's a slower paced track, but plenty of light and heavy change up throughout. It's a sort of a little symphonic as well, too, which gives an almost cinematic sort of feel. A brilliant track to end. I'm not going to go into it. There's so much going on in that track, which I've already covered on my reaction. But these two EPs, check them out. They're definitely both worth getting. Baron Carta, a real band to look out for. If you like it heavy, but you like your melody at the same time, this is for you. I'll see you next time.